said everybody here's felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. I'm tired of being broken. I'm sick of feeling hopeless. Way down here at my lowest. At the end of my road, at the end of my road. So what do I do? So what do I do? What do I do? And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here's felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on.
Passport stamp, let's do the money dance. Back in, call your friend, now we ain't friends. International man, tats on my hand. Take a trip with a pilot, I tell you when we land. You know I'm down with the whales, I be by the sand. On sun, yeah, it's blowing in the wind. What you doing? We kung fu and I beat it up. They never heard me on the beat when it's speeded up. 100 racks on the plate, she gon' eat it up. Yeah, I'm all in, like all night. Throw the racks up, make it fall right. And if you take a shot, make sure you hold the ball right. 1-800, yeah, bad, my type. My type, yeah, it's my type. I love the way that she put it all on me. The best things don't come from free.
100 racks, she be dancing. 100 racks, she should take chances. 100 racks, she's in this bed. 100 racks, she can get this all night. All night. All night.
You can tell when it's Tokyo, it's all heat. Don't ride in the back, jump in the front seat. By the end of the night, she gon' love me. She don't even know me, she wanna hug me. It's a vision, little baby, I'm moving cozy. Most solid in the game, it can't fold me. How you do it, it's so fluid, let's get to it. If you want something, gotta commit to it. This is something that jam to and sip to it. I can show you how to do it, take you right to it. Made of whales in it, got a twist to it. This ain't Big Sean, but I'm making good music. How you keep rhyming, man, I'm used to it. You should be too, I like it see-through. And if we dancing on the floor, I'ma need you. And if we dancing on the floor, I'ma need you.
100 racks, she be dancing. 100 racks, she should take chances. 100 racks, she's in this bed. 100 racks, she can get this all night. All night. All night. 100 racks, she be dancing. 100 racks, she should take chances. 100 racks, she's in this bed. 100 racks, she can get this all night. All night. All
Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities.
Joe Parker will kick off for the Vikings.
Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Duggan will look to throw this. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, what was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that and fast.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. And he's the new general to lead this offense. They got him off the free agent wire, and they think he could be really special, in this system especially.
No doubt about it. It's almost like they feel like he's on the cusp of greatness, and they feel like, just as you said, in their system, he'll blossom.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Duggan looking to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, but they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup, and on this play, he finds him for the first down.
That's into the hands of the rookie from Ole Miss. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. On first down, this is McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
To throw is Duggan. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Looking to throw McCarthy. He'll buy some time right. A dump off for Mason. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson, and it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. You look at this Niner defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. He's throw a good one, and it's caught. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd down and 4. Duggan. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. McCaffrey on the counter. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Here's Duggan to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety rolling into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. Duggan now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Look at this defense for the Vikings. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results are pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing, Duggan. That's caught inside the 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Mike Evans, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Jake Moody now for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hockenson, 55 yards. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Dugan. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back to throw now on 1st down. This one caught by Kittle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Well, this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. They'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. To throw again on 2nd down.
Duggan. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
On 2nd and goal,
Duggan.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the 49ers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Moody good with the extra point.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now a creep, and I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover, but I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. This one swung out here to Jones.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. On play action, now McCarthy.
This is caught at the 20. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 41 yards.
But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Throwing again, McCarthy.
This is caught. Touchdown!
Justin Jefferson.
2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
He's got him in, complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Dugan. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And I like where this offense is going. I like what they're thinking because they want to spread the wealth and move the ball around. And they decide to get the fullback involved in these pass patterns as well. Normally, 2-yard hitch or a little flare out of the backfield. But this time, they sent him downfield. He's able to make a big play.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Back to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. And the throw's going to be caught. Moving inside the 20. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown.
They'll going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And now they'll audible to something else.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Flushed out right. The ball comes out, and this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery, but on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
McCarthy off the play fake.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Here's McCarthy.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing is McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. They're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Now McCarthy.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And he'll be hit as he releases it. and that'll fall incomplete.
Okay, let's hit the analytics side here. Third down, passing situation. You know most people are going to dial up some sort of pressure.
And they did, and they got to him while he was in the pocket.
In that situation, you know as a quarterback, they're coming. You got to be able to stand in there firm and make a throw. Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Duggan looking to throw. They'll find Farrell open left side. They work now on 2nd and 9. To throw is Duggan.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Airing this one out for Evans. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Mike Evans with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Niners are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Complete. Jefferson the target. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Simple drag route here. Lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
To the air with McCarthy.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
They'll roll him out right. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. He's got room at the 30.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now a first down carry by Jones. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, McCarthy. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. To the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
The extra point try now for Moody.
And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
This one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They got 29 yards that time.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Now a 2nd and 10. They're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass. He's throwing a good one, and it's caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down.
And the Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
To the air again, McCarthy.
And this is going to be intercepted.
It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 33.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
McCaffrey running up the middle.
And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Doug going to look to throw this. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
First down, 49ers.
Duggan. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Brandon Ayuk.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the 49ers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. And now an audible here into something else.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
34.
So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now a first carry for their fullback. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the 49ers, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week.
Turn the lights on.